I can imagine for somebody my generation, your daughter coming home to say that I want to be a video vixen.
Video vixen is far. If she wants to be a makeup artist, call.
It's not that you now say that after you've gone to university and come out, it's video vixen you want to do. As village people will not catch me.
I find that a lot of people that do more creative work, they're pushed to bring out the best of themselves when their backs are against the walls.
So that's why I think, yes, get the degree, especially because when we're young too, which is, if I could go back and advise myself, I'll probably have said, just finish this one.
God will bless
And
you.
then after, do the audio engineering.
That's it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast from X and Z with Love, your resident mother-daughter duo, bringing you the best of both worlds. We try to look at Gen X and Z perspective on very random issues. Thanks for coming. Chen, how are you today?
Hello, I'm okay. How are you?
Okay, I'm excited because for the first time we have a guest. We have a guest on our podcast. Kachi, you're welcome.
Thank you for
Please
having
introduce yourself briefly.
me. Okay.
Are you a Gen X, Z, or in between? Let's know.
Okay, my name is Kachi, like has already been mentioned. I am an audio engineer. I am, how do you call it the last time? Zillenial.
Yeah.
The Zillenial, yeah.
So you're in between.
I'm somewhere, the transition period.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm the one that ushered us into Gen Z.
I see.
Interesting.
Why do you call it audio engineer and not sound engineer? Is there a difference between both?
Yeah, not particularly.
So audio is just like,
Yeah, audio.
it sounds more like, yeah.
Sounds cool.
I'm audio engineer.
Audio. You know, when you say sound engineer, people probably think mostly
Yeah,
of like
packing
live
microphone.
sound.
Okay, fair.
Exactly, packing microphone.
And drums and
Audio
stuff.
is like, yeah, audio is mostly digital stuff, not
I think-
particularly.
I see it as, you know how like people that are into like movie making, they do not call movies anymore. They're like, oh, film. I'm a filmmaker. Like I saw this film the other day. I just like, okay, so you saw a movie. And then even people in music, they won't say, oh, there's this album, everything but albums, like this body of work, this piece. It's just like, please.
I'm surprised you didn't say record because that
Yeah.
actually,
No, that's my generation.
You know what they did? The record was, they just find every word but the song and the album. It can never be those two.
trying to sound
Okay,
learned.
so how was your week, Chen?
How was my week? It's actually pretty calm. It's pretty calm. I've been in a very zen place. And zen not because, and honestly, you guys need to get on this, zen not because crazy things aren't happening. Crazy things are happening. But I'm very much water-like these days, where I'm just like fluid. Like I just go with it. So I'm like, okay, that happened. Roll it off my back, keep going. And I'm really liking it. And I'm like, is it that heavy enough things have not happened yet?
No.
But I think it's just my positioning genuinely, and I'm just happy about it. I'm trying my best just to stay in that
That's
space.
what the Bible says, the peace of God that passeth all understanding. And so no matter what's happening, you know that Jehovah is there.
Yeah, no,
And
I've just been very zen, very
I'm just
at
going to
peace.
walk through it all.
Yeah, and like knowing if I'm here right now, it's because I'm meant to be here. I'm not
Yes.
second guessing. I'm not doubting, and I'm just doing better to like trusting God. Like I'm just in a very
Nice
and
place.
I love it. Yeah.
Okay, Kachi, I hope your week was as zenful.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty chilled. I mean, you just talking about how your week was quite zen reminded me of, I read Psalm 46 last night, and it ended with, be still. Something like that.
I know that.
No
No shaking.
No shaking. So it just reminded me of.
Okay, bad.
No, but Kachi's perpetually zen though.
Am I?
Sorry?
Yeah, Kachi in general, he's like a very zen person.
I was not always like this. So I think.
Like if
I
I'm
think
thinking about
age.
very peaceful and cool people,
Kachi will come
yeah.
tonight.
Like
Fair
in a
enough, fair
cartoon,
enough.
he'd be like
The chill guy.
the master. What's those guys?
Yogi.
Yeah, the yogi. Yeah, I would
Oh, no,
imagine
please, I
Kashi as the
can't laugh.
yogi. He's just
I
very
I know I can be playful. I
one
can be
with the
playful.
water.
It will not be flowing.
Yeah.
Okay, my week has been pretty cool. Business has started in earnest.
Money woman.
Catching,
Goddamn.
catching, you know. So thank God, this 2026 is my best year so far, by God's grace, in all areas. You know, I just have a good feeling about 2026 because God is in total control and I'm aligned. You know, alignment is key. Yes. So my week has been good. Of course, business has started, training has started, and it's a fantastic year. A fantastic year. I will be sharing the testimonies even on this podcast.
I love that.
Okay, so let's go to today's topic. Drum roll. I want to be a baller.
Mommy, I want to be a baller.
I want to be a baller. I want to look at traditional jobs versus new age jobs, if I can put it that way.
Jobs that you be balling.
You know, how
opposed to
do
wearing
people
suit
earn a
and tie.
living? How do we used to do? What did we consider as jobs in the past? You know, and what's prevalent now? What's happening now? How does it work for the generations? I'd like to start by saying that job for us in the past was not just about paying bills, not just about security, it was prestige. Yes. You know, you get to a neighborhood or you get to the family house in the village or when you come together and say, oh, there are 3 doctors in this house. There's 1 lawyer in this house.
And one
There's
engineer.
1 engineer. You know, so it was a thing of prestige that you have 5 kids, you have a doctor amongst them, you have an engineer, you have an accountant, you have a lawyer, you have a complete team. So, you know, unlike now that you have all kinds of, I'll leave that to you people, but for us, it was a thing of prestige where what your children do is like, my daughter is a lawyer, my son is a doctor. In fact, before my generation, in my mother's generation, mama doctor, mama lawyer. They will even call the profession and they won't call mama Gbenga or whatever. It will be mama lawyer, mama docky, you know, and all those kind of funny. So yeah, for us, work has a lot of prestige involved. So of course, banking came in and all the other things, but let's set the tone at that pace and that stage to say that for us, work is prestige, work is bringing food on the table, but most importantly, when you get to a gathering, maybe a meeting, town hall meeting or neighborhood meeting or that house, they have 3 doctors there. In fact, serious respect for you in that neighborhood and all of that, you know. So I can imagine for somebody my generation, your daughter coming home to say that I want to be a video vixen.
Video vixen is far. If she wants to be a
That
makeup
one is far.
artist, cool.
You know,
Will you collect makeup artists? Leave video vixen first.
Hey, or a chef.
the
Or a
first
model.
thing, you know, I used to do a bit of modeling when I was younger. That was a side thing for, you know how it is with students. You want to do something by the side to get extra money, you know. So, but it's not that you now say that after you've gone to university and come out, it's video vixen you want to do. Village people will not catch me.
Makeup artist. What about leave it? The thing is, you're going far with video
Okay,
vixen.
makeup artist.
Makeup artist.
You know, okay. I give you an example. My last child now, my son, he's studying computer science. And he comes last year and says, Mom, I want to sing. I say, you know, we all have good voices in this house to different degree. I appreciate that. You will sing, but first, this computer science that you are studying, finish it first. When you finish, then we can go and do music. Let's have that agreement. Why? Because my generation, I'll say again, we must always have a backup plan. Something that is like
Safety net.
safety net in case this music does not work. Then you will go for interviews and go and get a job and do something. If I know that you have propensity to hustle, to do business, then I'll push you in that direction. But if I know that you are not that my last born is not like that. He's not, he's a soft boy.
Say, I know you.
I know him. So I said, you see, and one of Chen's friends said, he sings beautiful. I said, fantastic. In fact, my heart, I love music. You know, I love music. So my heart is with you on this matter. But first, give me that certificate. You know, in Nigeria, we love certificates. Give me that certificate first. Then you can go and do music.
So about that, I find that a lot of people that do more creative work, they're pushed to bring out the best of themselves and quality of work and their most authentic work when their backs against the walls. So for instance, when there's no backup plan, when there's no safety net, so you know that like I have to make it with this or nothing. Once you have a safety net, it's almost like a mental block, which is why you see a lot of creatives, they're like, I had to quit my job to do this full time. And people are like, why couldn't you do with your job? You won't be able to push and drive for something in earnest and authenticity. Or at least most people can't unless you have no safety net and it's like, this or I die.
Anyway, a billion jabe, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
but the truth is that you see, when you're young,
Nah, I think you have a point,
when
Sha.
you're young, you can do all those experiments. You know, you are single, you don't have any family. So I tell people, start early. It's good. But when you have school fees to pay, you can't be telling me that creative something and then you don't want to. You are joking. You have responsibility, so you must go and find something to do. So, but it's fine when you're young. Somebody is paying the house rent for you.
Okay, but see now, your child is young, but you still want him to collect the certificate.
You know, I'm old school. Let him get that certificate so that perchance, peradventure, that the music does not work.
Okay, so that's the thing.
He won't be
If you
frustrated.
start
No, because
from
you
the
see,
point
again, I said that
this
this
may not
generation,
work,
there has to
then-
be a plan B, C, D. If you start this generation, they don't have that much resilience. They don't. If they have setbacks, a lot of them, we've seen a lot of people that have committed suicide. What is the problem? They went to look for a job. They couldn't get job. And then everybody's saying, why didn't they get job? So they go and kill themselves.
Okay, you know what? For instance, let's take Kachiana, for example. I have a more conventional job, right? While Kachi's a bit more non-conventional, at least in terms of your generation. So let's ask Kachi now. How was that dynamic with your parents when you were going into audio engineering and you're like, hey, what did you even study in school? Did you go to school? What did you study?
Yeah, so I ended up studying audio production.
Oh, really? So you
Yeah,
pushed for it from
in a
very
school.
early. Oh, wow.
So you see, that's where I actually went into school to study computer engineering.
Wow. My son should not watch this podcast.
But him from computer engineering to audio
My
engineering.
son should not
So
watch
no, you see, that's the thing. If you let me land,
Please laugh.
probably
We are
your son
waiting.
should watch this podcast.
No.
No, because I mean, to be fair, yeah, I started off as a computer engineering student, but you know as things go when you're young, and like follow your passion.
Yeah.
There's this narrative that our generation now is coming up with. Disney is changing from the Lion Kings where you have to, pick your battle, work hard, and become the king of the. to suddenly now these days you just kind of
Coasting
just
along.
say I want to do this, and suddenly you do it with no training. So
YouTube.
it's a tricky thing. It's a tricky thing. So when I wanted to switch to audio engineering, it was fully from the idea of passion. This is my passion. But I won't advise people to do that.
God will
Now.
bless you.
Wait, what happened then?
So luckily, my parents were wise. My siblings were wise. Well, you know what? Yeah, you want to be an artist, but just get something.
Okay, you wanted to be a musician.
Hold something. Hold something.
Hold something.
Aha.
So I
God,
did research.
I
I
like
did
them.
research. I found a school called Full Sail who offered a bachelor's of science in audio production. So I was like, okay, if I show them this,
They will allow me.
they will allow me.
Pursue my
So
passion.
yeah, I showed them up and I was like, okay. At least you're gonna get a bachelor's of science. I can't argue
Somewhere.
with your passion. And so I did it. I ended up becoming an audio engineer, and that's what I do now. But I just feel like definitely for our generation, we shouldn't just be blinded by passion.
Don't jump into it.
It's not, people can. So I'm not speaking for everybody. People can, but you need to do it knowing that, how do I put this now? Knowing that there is hard work involved. It's not the decision to say, I want to be a singer that makes you blow.
It's the hard work you put into it. It's hard work that makes us eminent.
It is the hard work. Like, you look at Davido, we look at Wizkid. You know that they've been doing this for like 20 years. You know, like they didn't just blow.
Yeah.
You know, as wealthy as Davido is, they were working.
We also understand that they've been doing it. There are other people that have been doing it for that long and still didn't blow.
Well, that's
exactly
another point.
Exactly. So now you have to add into my own point now.
The creative economy is not, there is no 2 + 2 is 4. If you work in a bank for 20 years, you kind of know what you have.
The trajectory is clear.
The trajectory
Most parents they want you to have that safety net. So that's why I think, yes, get the degree, especially because when we're young too, which is, if I could go back and advise myself, I'll probably have said, just finish this one.
God will bless
and then after, do the audio engineering.
That's it.
Because look now, 7 years down the line, 7 years just went by so fast.
Like
I could have just finished and still done the...
Yes.
But at that time, I was feeling like,
my passion.
I have to, don't know, guys, if I don't do this, I'll be so depressed. Like my life is gonna... Bruh, you're young. Like
There's time.
There's time.
Oh my God.
Even now. I'm pushing 30.
Oh my God.
But there is still time. Like, so that's the thing about being young. We need to understand that it's not just because it's your passion that is going to work out for you. And at the same time, you have time. So if your parents are telling you finish, it's not because they want you to actually be a computer engineer, but like Auntie said, it's that safety net.
It is.
By the time you finish, you are still...
And if music doesn't work,
still 21, you still have...
You can still go to computer.
Exactly.
What I even want to contribute to that is less even about the certificate and more about the process of
doing hard
university,
things.
Right? The process of working a 9 to 5.
Those discipline.
Those things are not easy things to do.
Yeah.
Especially depending on the type of university you went to, the type of job you have.
Yeah.
It builds the culture of doing hard things, being resilient, discipline, working late nights, not having any extra compensation to show for it. And it seems like, oh my God, you're suffering now. But it kind of builds something in you.
It's career capital. You're building something.
Yeah. And so when you decide to pivot into a more,
less structured,
you are mature
space, you're able to function in it regardless. You're able to maneuver it. You're able to exert that same discipline in your own business and in what you're doing. Because we're looking at music, there's other career paths. People want to be dancers, for instance. And there's so many people that dance, right? So
let me make you laugh. Let me make you laugh. When I was younger, I love to dance. So I was thinking in my mind, see, when I tell young people that, calm down. You see this foolishness. All of us have been foolish before. So when we tell you, calm down, we know what I say. You wouldn't believe that me like this, sitting here like this. What's going on?
That was your dream.
Back up for MJ.
MJ,
I don't do small things. So big things, more like. I say MJ. I'll go and do backup dancer for MJ. That was a dream. That was a big, in fact, it was a passion. Imagine. Just imagine.
You could have done it.
I bet leave that thing.
You could have done it, but
if you followed
life happens. Like you said, how many people wanted to be MJ's backup? Meanwhile, it's only like 4.
No, I have a friend.
Out of how many people? The only 4 people you have seen on the
She has not been able to put it together because she had that kind of passion. She wanted to do it. Okay, she'll go abroad and do something like that. Till today, she's still trying to gather, and time has went.
Time.
It's not gone. No. Time has went. Yes, because we are pushing 60 now. Imagine being driven by that kind of... We watched, what's that musical that has a series, like 3, where you have Fat Amy.
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect. Remember? Was it the season episode? The second one, where they had these people that used to sing that refused to move from there. And so they came in their jackets and
all
then
like
they were
the
still trying
groups.
to push
In their old age.
in their old age. It wasn't interesting anymore. You understand? So there's time for everything. Where you're supposed to be laying the foundation, putting structures, putting things in place, developing yourself. You understand?
Yeah.
If you pursue passion, it works for some people, but it's 1 out of
Yeah.
100.
And sometimes you might even find out that this is still really my passion. Because when you do the hard work, when you see the work that the video is doing, the lifestyle is living, you might start to think maybe I was over glamorizing this thing, or maybe
yes,
it's not
yes.
what.
It may not be as fun as that.
Yes.
And then you now be remembering, that computer science degree that my daddy said I should.
But it's it's not
You
too
and your
late
friends
anyway.
who are computer scientists too, they are
don't move.
gone.
Yes.
You now be feeling like, it's late. I mean, it's never
Late,
too late.
especially for anybody. I mean,
It's never too late. But
it's never
truly,
too late,
with
but
time, it
now
gets
there's
harder.
a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
I
it gets
remember when
harder.
I tried to do my master's initially. I tried the first time, it didn't work. I was already married. And I'm in consulting for crying out loud. You have to keep reading.
time.
So I tried the second time, it didn't work. By the third time, I said, God, this master's, because at this level, they're expecting me to have a master's. I did the first degree, I did the second degree. By now, a master's should have followed. I had to stress, it was stressful, unilag in the evenings, but I had a staff that was God sent to me at that time, who babysit my last child for me, who do all of that for me. God just sent him to work with me at that point in time. If not, I wouldn't have been able to do. A lot of people dropped off.
Yeah.
But why? I didn't do it when I was supposed to have done it.
Yeah.
So when we don't do the right things at the right time, it creates a lot of bottleneck for us eventually, which is what I try to tell the youths. Now you're supposed to be studying, please study, put everything into it, do that and move forward. If you now come out and say, you know what, I want to be a whatever, we can now, especially this creative economy
This generation,
we are talking about, you can go into it.
Even
Anybody
our
can go into it.
parents,
I'm a
a
creative.
lot of our parents didn't necessarily even do what they studied.
Yes.
When you look back, my dad studied engineering. He ended up being a consultant.
That's
a
it.
strategy consultant
That's
somehow.
it. That's it.
So
You find your way.
it's
but you
it's
see,
never really about the degree
It's
itself.
not. But
it's
what
like you said,
Chenna
it's the
said, yes,
process
the
of
process,
getting that degree.
discipline, structure,
Yeah.
order. Now, again, another thing about these creative youths, they don't like order. Anywhere you bring in order, they just, no, they are killing my creative vibe.
Killing my
Come on,
vibe.
leave that thing. Sometimes they don't even go far because they don't have that structure,
Yeah.
which is very necessary for anything to thrive. You mentioned all those big artists. Now, go and check
Structure.
the kind of work they
Davido
put
is a hard worker.
Oh.
I've seen it firsthand.
do.
Davido
So
is
the kind of work they put into this thing, you'll be shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, that's somebody that when he first came out, I was like, no, this boy is too much of an ajabata to survive. I'm so impressed by him because he has put in a lot into just to prove to people that the fact that I'm an ajabata does not mean I want to do this. I'm passionate about this. And passion is hard work. If you want to make it become what you expect it to be, you understand?
So my thing is, we've talked about the foundation, where having that degree, going to school is important, getting the certificate, then pivoting into what you want. However, there's still a lot of parents that are not okay with their child getting a degree in engineering and then saying that he wants to be a footballer. Now, because you also understand that some of these things are time sensitive.
Yeah, I know.
If you don't go play soccer at a certain age, you're probably not going to do it ever. Same thing with basketball. You and I both know someone that was in his third year in university, going to be the valedictorian of the school, of the entire university, his course, right? Best graduating student in his course, and dropped out because he had to go and play basketball.
Damn. Did he go pro?
Yeah.
Okay. At least he went pro.
So and
He made the right call.
he completed the education somewhere along the way, not in the same way, online and everything. But it was a bit difficult to do that, but he did. So because you understand that time is also a factor in some of these things.
Okay, so with that particular person, he's a disciplined young man. So I was not happy about that, but I kind of knew that. Of course, he left that university, but he still went to get his certificate online because he's disciplined. If it was somebody else, he wouldn't go to school. That's the end of education for him, which is very dangerous. Love and basketball. The boy didn't want to go to school. His father kept telling him, I'm a professional baller. And I know what, if you're educated, the advantage it gives you, even in professional football.
Yeah.
You understand? After he now had his injury, he couldn't play ball again. He went back to school. Now, that is abroad where you have things that are more organized. Here, if you don't do that university 5 years, we have open university now, of course, but it's still not the same thing. You know what I mean? So maybe we're evolving as a society. Maybe that would help us get to where we want to get to.
Those time-sensitive things are still time-sensitive.
But because he is a very disciplined young man, I knew that he would make something out of it.
Yeah. I mean, it goes back to what I was saying, it's not to say that you shouldn't follow your passion sometimes, but it's a very thoughtful process.
Yes.
It's not something that you just do on a whim.
No.
Because, just because I'm getting older, you don't just, if you do it, know that you are doing it.
Yeah.
Like, nobody is coming to say how far. You are going to have to answer to yourself. There's one thing my dad is always telling me that always rings in my head is, I hate to explain. If you're doing something that you have to start explaining that, oh, no, I did. I said, bruh, it means probably you're doing the wrong thing.
It's too much. There's no
You're
need.
explaining too much, man.
But
Don't do things
I
that...
also like this generation, the kind of jobs they have, because, we were 9 to 5. COVID taught us otherwise, that you can do this job without everybody being on the streets, So I like the fact that you can be in your house earning fantastic money.
It's the digital age.
Yeah, but that's the thing where a lot of parents are also not comfortable with, okay, you've gone to school for 5 years now. And then it's this thing about, number one, parents don't even count remote work as work. So you're in the house, blend pepper.
Anyway,
that one is an issue.
Like,
to be honest.
in the house, blend pepper, cook this. I'm working because the work is remote work. It's not work.
Don't bring
So
that.
there's that angle.
If you want to eat, you blend pepper now.
There's that
blend pepper for you.
This is sounding
If I
too close to home.
Will I blend pepper? I am in the office as a
You're in
matter
the
of
house.
fact.
You're blowing my head. You don't to blend pepper. Come on.
You're in a meeting. They're saying, you won't come and warm the... No,
We want something. We must eat.
No, but if you're in a meeting...
Don't mind her. She's just exaggerating. Don't mind her. After the meeting, what happens? She's now on social media.
Should we not recover? You want to recover.
How do you eat?
And then
All of us are recovering.
And there's certain jobs that, like Kachi is saying, there's certain jobs that, to be fair, they need explanation. And because you're explaining is not taken seriously. Like, for instance, now there are people that actually do cryptocurrency trading. It is a job. It's a career path, right? And they're doing it, and they ask them, "Oh, what are you doing?" And they're like, "Okay, look at the chart." And the explanation is a lot, and everybody's like, "Hey, their parents are like, we sent you to school.
Please go and do something." No, I like the ones that
gamers. If you're good at crypto, you'll be able to explain it well.
For instance, streamers now, people that stream themselves gaming, right? Their parents would never take them seriously.
No, but a grown man.
A thing.
Hear me, wait too. There's problems small with that one. No, my son. I can't imagine a grown man now has 3 children, and then children are going to school in front of the laptop. This is what I'm doing.
It's making him money.
No,
it's fine.
The truth is, if he's making the money, that's why.
To send them
and
to
I think
school.
that's where our parents actually, if you show money,
no,
most of the times they.
Well, okay,
That's it. That is making money.
But let's
Okay,
come
now.
back to her first
And
point
it's
where she
decent.
said prestige is a thing.
We
So,
don't-
no, they are
so
able
the
to
suit
look past
and tie, they want the Land Cruiser and the Prado,
No.
and
We
then
moved past-
my
sincerely,
staff are
most
working for
parents
me.
have moved past that stage.
So
where
when you are gaming, it doesn't fit
back
in.
in the days, if you say you want to be a footballer, your parents will cry. In fact, they'll be. But now,
They are the ones
buy you
pushing.
kids.
Projects Mbappe.
They will buy you kids. They will look for school to send you to.
Your parents are learning too.
Yes, we are. I mean, we are trying. We are meeting people more than halfway. But me, I'm also now saying that the younger generation, a lot of them hide behind creativity. They're lazy. That's the honest truth. This creativity, I'm trying to get my zen. I'm trying to, go and do something while your zen is still trying to arrange itself. Yes, a lot of people hide behind, they're lazy and they hide their laziness behind creativity in quotes.
No, but any real creative will tell you that there's a lot of hard work involved. Look at content creators, for instance, right? People quit their jobs to do content full time, and people don't take it seriously. But anyone that is doing content to make money and it's like a job, they will tell you it's like a shop. You have to show up every single day.
I
and
know,
sell
that's
your-
hard work.
It is work.
It's hard work.
Yeah, but
But
you know, hard
people
work
will
needs
count
to
it.
be met with, like, should I say, strategic thinking, because you know you can be doing hard work and doing the wrong thing and
Yes,
just saying,
smart work.
Activity.
I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy.
Busy.
Meanwhile, you're putting your resources in the wrong
Wrong
thing.
direction.
So it's hard work, but you need to also be very smart about how you do
Yeah.
it too. Because I mean, you
Yeah.
might be showing up every day and just doing the wrong thing
Yeah.
and draining yourself.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to content, because it's very hard to figure out how that thing actually works. Like, it's very hard.
Jeez, like you're talking from experience.
I mean, not particularly, but even just from watching, there's a lot of luck involved in it. But then also to keep up,
100%.
like when I watch guys like I Show Speed, that's when I realize, I cannot do content. This is too much. Like
Intense.
I look at that guy and I'm like, this is not his real personality. This is all
I
an
was
act.
talking about it the other
Like-
day that if you're streaming, because streamers do like 24/7, you're watching
Yeah.
their lives, and there
have
has to
to
be something
act.
you're watching. So I'm like, they're putting on a performance every day. You cannot tell me that this
It's-
is their personality, that you just randomly
Yeah.
are barking all the time, or you overreact to things, or you're
Can't be,
overly
man.
dramatic. That can't be your resting
Can't be.
position.
Can't be. So it's
You
like
have
there are
these-
trade-offs. There are trade-offs. And that's why I say it needs to be a very thoughtful decision. Like you might actually want to be a show speed and you can do it. But don't think that you're not gonna have to pretend or like
Work,
play the
'cause that
part
is
and
work.
work.
You're
Yeah, like
acting
Act,
it's
24/7.
work.
24/7.
Like you know, you might diss the 9 to 5 and all, but like sometimes you might realize that it's actually a bit peaceful. You know, you get to work. You
Like, you know that
Sometimes
by
you
29,
know
your
that
salary
your
is gonna
salary
come in.
landing.
Have you chased
Nobody
invoice
is
before?
owing you.
Have you actually chased invoice before? Content creator, you create your content, you have brand partnerships, you get the deals, you give them your invoice. 90 days, 180
And they're
days.
not picking your call.
Then, and you're wondering, I put out the content. You've not chased invoice. Do you know what?
Everything. So
calling
the
police.
only constant thing about all these career choices we are talking about is the work you put in.
Yeah.
So a career, a successful one, involves what? Hard work, whatever it is. You must put in the work to get kind of results you
Yeah.
want. You must put in the work. And I like at least it's more is you people are more at ease. You know, you see people doing fantastic remote jobs, earning fantastic money. You see people because you have time, in quotes, you can manage your time. I think I like that about the new jobs out there now. You can organize your time so
Yeah.
that you have time for this work-life balance thing.
Even
we
your
try to-
hobbies can still come
Yes,
into play.
you can still do your hobby. See someone that is doing a travel vlog or whatever, for instance. Now,
Yeah.
it's something that he or she is passionate about, but
Yeah.
he loves what he's doing, and it's earning a living out of it. So I love the kind of
It reminds
things.
me of the story of, I don't know if you know Ali Abdal. He's a YouTuber. He was a doctor. And on the side, any free time, he would, come up with ideas for his YouTube, jot things down. Then he goes home at the end of work and spends like 2 hours creating videos. That guy is probably one of the biggest YouTubers now. He quit.
Wow.
He quit being a doctor like 3 years ago. But it just shows that even when he's advising people who want to start YouTube, he's like, you don't need to quit your job. You just need to be a disciplined person, know what you want, do it on the side. If something comes out of it,
Then you can now you have
then you're like,
options.
okay, look, this thing is I'm earning more than
Yeah.
I was earning in my real job. I think it's
my
time
friend
to.
was she just says she was selling clothes, she sold this, sold that. At a point she just started selling adire, and all that, African fabrics. Not even adire to be precise, batik and all of that. And she was working as HR manager somewhere. After like 4 years, the kind of money she started making in the adire sales, she quit her job. That's what we're talking about. That's
Yeah.
the kind of that's what the
intentionality.
older generation will do. But the younger generation, once they open their adire shop, whether I sell it or not, they just
It still comes down to that thing I said about how some people function best when they have no other option. Take Koti, for example. When Koti wanted to start her YouTube channel, or not start, but like really take it there and start.
Seriously, yeah.
Take it seriously. She had to quit her job. I think she was at Zcook or something. She had to quit her job, right?
But she already had a foundation already. She wasn't just starting, which is what we are trying to say. She just wanted to take it to the next level.
I mean, everybody will have a different tipping point, yeah.
True that. But she already had a foundation. She already had not a legging. She was already inside.
Yeah, she was doing it.
She was doing it.
It wasn't...
So she was like, okay, if I want to take this to the next level, this is what I must do.
Oh, there's also something I wanted to say that... So, I wanted to go to the gym 2 years ago. I was very interested. I did a gym survey. I visited gyms, compared prices, facilities and everything. And then I was like, okay, all I need is some free time. And I had some free time coming up on the horizon. So I was like, okay, some free time. And then I need gym wears. I started like buying gym wears and investing in gym wears, everything else. And I kept looking at all the things I needed to do before I started going to the gym. It's 2 years later now. I've never been in a gym. And I realized that when you want to do something, because shortly after the gym, episode, I started running. I didn't get running gear. I didn't get anything. I just started running because I just needed an escape. And I started running and doing it so much. And I realized that I wasn't prepared for it. I didn't do all the planning that this is this and this must happen first and that must happen first. I just did it and it worked. I would apply the same to starting a YouTube channel, doing content or any other side business you want to do. You can't wait for, when I quit my job, I'll be able to do this. When I have this amount saved, I'll be able to do this. But guess what happens? When you quit that job, you still won't do it well. You will find a reason not to do it. But if you're really serious about it, that's when that discipline comes in, that after work. And it's not convenient. Honestly, it's not even feasible for some people, but there are times and there are seasons, right? Where there's an opportunity where now I can actually do this.
Yes.
It won't be all the time.
No.
You need to be pressing on it and then the opportunity comes and you're ready.
Take it.
I remember when I was actively creating content, I had my content days and my shoot days and stuff like that, but I also had a content mindset. And so whenever I was in a place, I could be in a lobby of somewhere and I have an idea I'm toying with, and maybe because I had lots of my content was like point and shoot, like I'm looking at the camera and I'm filming and I can edit and put in all the visuals later. I could be in a lobby and like I have a meeting and someone is delaying me, and I just set up my camera and shoot there on the spot.
Perfect moment.
Yeah, like because I'm ready. Like I'm just waiting for the opportunity. But if you're looking for the different things to make the opportunity I don't know how to say.
When I get this, then
I would never actually do it. So the example of this person you gave, where after work he was setting out 2 hours every day. I know lots of content creators and YouTubers like that.
Yeah.
That they did the very same thing.
Yeah.
They took out time. I have this career, but I want to do this. I may be busy, but then there's going to be downtime. And in that downtime, I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to lock in and I'm going to get it done. And that's it. It's that discipline. When you're able to show that discipline, because with the creative industry and like non-conventional jobs, you're not working for anyone for the most part.
Yeah.
You're your boss.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to hold yourself accountable. Yeah. If you don't show up at work in your office, they're gonna ask you why. You have to explain yourself. Yeah. What did you do with these hours?
So you think twice before not showing up.
But then if you're working for yourself, you're like, I'm tired. Like, no, report to yourself like you're your boss.
Yeah. So what would you say would be the bridge?
I think the bridge is what we've explained so far, really.
What you've said now is part of the bridge, because now you're working for yourself. We're talking about traditional jobs versus, yes. Most of these jobs, accountability. First, to yourself. Taking ownership and knowing that, look, if this works, it's all on me. If it doesn't work, it's all on me. Yes. Yes. I like the flexibility the new type of jobs gives you. But it needs the same structure you have with the traditional jobs. You have to apply structure. You have to apply discipline. All those things that are necessary, all those things we do in the workplace, you have to bring them to that creative space. That's why people that apply that, they go, again, you talked about luck. I mean, you look at the terms that just came into the industry and she has an award. And a Tiwa has put in a lot of work. That's the honest truth. Yeah. She has put in a lot of work in this Afro, whatever they call it, space, they call it. She has put in a lot of work. But Somebody just comes. So that's life. That's
That's life,
nothing
yeah.
we're talking about.
Doesn't take away from what she's
It
done.
doesn't take away from what she's done.
But
so when they say
there's a
she's
part
the
of it
queen of
that's
Afro,
not in your control.
I totally agree with that. Because if there's somebody that's put in consistent work since she came into that space, in that
Has Yemi Alade not been working consistently?
I think Tiwa was around before Yemi Alade. I think so.
Wasn't Tiwa like some famous person's backup?
She was Beyonce's backup
Yes,
singer.
she has a fantastic voice too.
Yeah, she
I think Yemi too has a fantastic, but I think Tiwa has been around before Yemi Alade, and she has been. So Yemi is tilted towards the African Mama Africa,
Mama Africa vibe, yeah.
vibe.
She
Yes,
branded differently.
yes. So that's fine for her. But Queen of Afrobeats, it should be Tiwa.
Yeah.
For now, I mean, it should be. She has put in a lot of work in that space. So anyway, that's by the way. So these new jobs and all of that. So all those things we've talked about, we need to bring it there. For me, that would be the bridge. We still need those traditional jobs.
Of course.
So people will see that, but more people are tilting towards this creative space, which is fantastic.
They're always shaming 9 to 5 hours now.
So that's the
They
part
have
I
pride
don't
now.
like.
They said your salary is what you're paid to forget your dreams.
Let me tell you what I've noticed. Even in my generation, I've always done work and business. I call myself Igbo woman. When it comes to business, I'm an Igbo woman. And my name is what, Seth? Ngozi or what? Anyway, when it comes to business, I'm an Igbo woman. So I love my Igbo people when we trade. They are the best traders you can find anywhere in the world. Igbo people, thumbs up. But if you do the traditional job,
Yeah.
and you know that you can manage the business by yourself, because Nigeria is such that one basket might not be enough to carry your burden.
Yeah.
So you might have to do one or two things,
Side
or
gigs.
3 things, as the case may be, or 4 things. So when I can't remember the surname, Mensa or Tabil, something like that. I can't remember the name properly. When he came for one leadership meeting at Daystar, he said he had 16 streams of income as at then. This was years back. By now, maybe he has 50. So you need to get to a place where money begins to work for you. You're not working for money.
Passively, yeah.
So, especially in this Nigeria of now, you must have a couple of streams of income. You can't stay with, even if it's salary. The rate inflation is happening. It will.
Yeah, salary is not growing.
Yes. So, which is why I said, but some people can't manage that. Some people is that 9 to 5 and they are faithful with it. But whatever they get from there, they invest right and all of that. So they are able to manage their affairs effectively. So whatever it is, the bridge for me would be that both traditional jobs and the new age jobs,
digital jobs.
yes, they're fantastic. So more of my generation should embrace the digital economy and see what we can do with it.
Yeah.
Create our own, which is part of what is going on here now. That's okay. We have some things to say. Where are they going to listen to us?
Yeah, I think that's actually the main thing to bridge the gap, because young people are strong-headed. We feel like we know a lot.
You hear my last boy. He just feels that.
So I think the onus now is partly on the parents to be like,
let's bridge this
find
gap.
a way to
Yes.
communicate this
Yes.
thing to this person.
Yes.
It's not that I don't want you to be a singer.
Please, you sing, but
They are just core values. Like you have to just find a way to.
we are trying. We are trying. That's part of what birthed this podcast. Trying to bridge that gap to make them understand that we love you.
Yeah.
We would support whatever you're doing. Sincerely, once my son graduates and he wants to do music, we'll back him up in every way we can. At least we're all on the same page. So if he tries to, because at some point he wanted to be a basketballer, and we tried him out, and we saw that this basketball is can't go pro with this level of basketball. But he said we didn't train him enough. It's okay. If there's talent, there's talent. You understand? So with this music thing, somebody else says, "Oh, he's fantastic. He's good. It's okay. Finish the computer science, then we'll try. You can sing at any time. There's no age limit. It's just that you respect yourself."
You know one thing we singing too, when you're in your house, there's one saying, it was as a monkey no fine, but mama like him.
Yes, so
When you're in your house, even though you're a good singer, but by the time you go and meet other singers,
you
you start wondering, mama that good. Maybe why didn't they tell me that I was just okay?
But you see what I've seen with music, especially in Nigeria, it's not about.
Yeah, it's beyond. It's beyond.
It's beyond the singing
It's
voice.
a team thing, actually. Your production has to be
Fantastic. So yeah, if he's going to do that, we'll do that with him. So on a lighter note, what are 3 jobs you will not even consider doing? Chen, let's start with you.
Let's start with Kachi. The guest of honor.
Okay, let me start. I won't. Okay, so from time, my father was in the military, so I don't like uniforms for whatever reason. So I don't think that I would do the military, whatever. When I see women in the military, police, whatever, I'm like, it's hard work. The drilling, so maybe because my father was in. I even had some suitors when I was.
Oh, some from the
Yes,
military.
some Navy Christian. I'm like, you know what? Just back off. I'm not even going there. Nice guy, every time. Any uniform. Once you come in uniform like this, there's nothing you can say. So maybe because my father was in the military, that has put me off. So I won't even go in that line. So most professionals have uniform, whatever. I won't even go in that line. I don't think I can be a doctor or a nurse. I love and respect them, but I don't think that I can stand to see people suffer like that at close range like that. It will kind of take something out of me, so I don't think I can do that. So I have a lot of respect for doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, and all of that. I don't think I can do that. Then I don't think I can be an astronaut or pilot. I don't like heights.
Astronaut is foul.
I always watch them. I'll be watching them on YouTube. Well, they've gone to, I say,
Sometimes
so now they say they're going
the
to the moon.
You went to the moon. I don't
What are
understand.
they looking for? What is they
You left
misplaced? Travel
to
there
the
and
moon.
back. No. So I don't think I can be a pilot because, gosh, you just be seeing strange things. No. I don't like heights. So up out there, it's okay. Let them drive me, and then I'll join. So yes, I'm back to you. Do you still want to go back to Kachi? You're still on Kachi's case. Okay.
Hey, wahala. I mean, for me, I think I can do a lot of jobs.
As an
It's
Igbo man.
required. I'm telling you.
As is required, I'm not too picky. Maybe if you had asked me this when
You're younger.
I was younger, and I'd be more picky. But
But now you don't
maturity
mature.
has brought something into me. But one thing I know for sure, I can't be a salesman. I can't. That one, even with discipline, I would avoid it. I'd avoid it with all the possible strength I can use to avoid it because
What's the major problem there?
I don't know, because it's not going to be on my terms. I'm just going to be told, hey, here's this new USB cord. Go and sell it. Oh, what do you mean go and sell this USB? Is it not just a USB cord? How am I supposed to convince them that our own is better? I can't even, I don't want that stress. I don't want
That's why you have to sell 5,000.
They will not give me
Use your
quota.
job.
Quota.
Target.
Target. I don't do.
Okay.
I don't do, because I like to work in my own time. And I prefer deep work where I can sit down and think. Not I'm running around. So go and convince this guy that.
You don't have to convince
No,
anybody.
I don't want to convince anybody. I would say traditional banking. Although, like I said, I can do anything now, but probably is one of the things down there on the list, because you have to be in the office every day.
It's not working.
I can't do it. Can't do it every day. I can do Saturdays sometimes, but to say I should come every day all through the year. Then even in Christmas, they only get like.
No, it's not
How
that bad.
many
I worked
break-
in the bank before.
It's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
It depends
not
on
that-
what you're doing in the bank.
Yeah, fair enough. It depends on
Again,
what you're doing.
Yeah, even
So I
then.
guess let me specify. I cannot be a cashier or all those people in the counter.
Okay.
Because those ones, like, they don't even get break at all. Because I can't imagine going to a bank and they tell me there's nobody there. Like, what do you mean? This is not a bank.
Okay. There's supposed to be somebody
There's supposed
there.
to be somebody there. So I can't do that. I can't think of a third one.
Okay.
I can't think of a third one. Can I
Chen?
leave it
Yes, we let you go.
I can't. I can't be a farmer. Well, not a farmer. I can't be a herdswoman, like a cattle rearer. I
How
can't.
did you go down
Do they
far
even
now?
exist?
Like
I said, do they even exist?
if a fishery or rearing cows or cattle, they smell really bad.
They do.
Fishery. Do you know crossing Third Mainland Bridge? The smell of the water. It smells like fish. I
You
don't
smell the
like.
water?
Yes, I smell
Because
the
I'm
water.
a very strong sense of smell because I've never smelled that lagoon.
My husband does.
I don't like the smell of the fish.
So something is burning downstairs and we're upstairs. My husband
be
is the first
the first
person to. Something is
Followed
burning.
by.
And then I will now come to that realization after the thing has.
It's true.
I hate the smell of the fisheries. The chicken stink. Oh gosh, as you're getting closer to the thing, you're just smelling it. It's so strong. Oh, I can't.
The poultry.
The poultry. So I
Is
can't.
it the chickens that stink or is it like their
The
droppings?
environment,
The
you know, the
environment
poop, everything.
Yeah, it just isn't cutesy.
Farming is not cute.
So no, but I like crop farming, the aesthetic of it and everything. I
the
could have
tish
I
part
could have
of
a
it.
rose garden. I could
Shogbo,
grow.
rose
That
garden.
one is flower.
That
That's
is
different from crop.
Vegetables.
Yeah, I could even do an apple or two here and there.
Tomatoes.
That's not
tomatoes.
farming.
Nothing crazy.
That's not farming. Farming is hard work.
Rearing, nothing crazy, but like rearing animals is not my cup of tea. I wanted
Pigs.
to,
Piggery.
I wanted to
Those
do
ones are
snails at a
nasty.
point because they don't smell.
They're chill.
Yeah, snails are pretty chill. But even just the slimy nature of them all, again, it's just like,
You can never win when it comes to animals.
yeah. What else can't I do? I don't think I can vixen effectively. I don't think I can do it very effectively. And let me tell you why. So obviously I can't dance. Right? If you didn't know, I cannot dance. So I wouldn't be one of the pa pa pra, pa. No. I'd have to be one of the just stay there looking pretty type.
Just be there.
And there's something in me that fundamentally doesn't align with just being there. While some other person is singing, dancing, doing the moves, doing everything, and I'm just there like, hey.
But I guess it depends on the genre of the music. What if it's like a very
Whatever it
mad
is,
love
she's
song
not the
and
main
guys?
actor.
It's like a love song.
No,
So
then you're
for
the person
instance-
they are singing to.
Okay, so for instance, I've thought about this. I have friends that are artists, right? We're looking at Ross and we're like, oh, if he does this like song of like from the heart and he's like the best I can do is sit down. But even then I feel so useless. Like, what do you mean I'm just sitting down and he's there like Ifemi? And I'm just like
No, you have to put attitude.
yeah,
man.
and
You
then
have
I
to
feel like
say,
it's
no, I
just-
won't
no.
take you
It's
back.
just not her.
it doesn't align. I feel like at a point I'm like, okay, maybe I should sing a part. I can contribute to this song.
Backup singer.
Let me
Can I do something
contribute to
here?
this thing we're doing here. So there's that. And then I think this one now is tricky because I'm very reuse, reduce, recycle type thing. But like waste management is a space that I'm very
But what's
And
the
let me
problem with that?
explain.
Please expatiate.
so 2 reasons. One, the smells.
But is that where
trash.
you won't be working?
You will
On
never
the dog.
pass by the door. The smells.
That's not where your office will be now.
You will pass by.
You
will
go for
there.
inspection.
You go for inspection.
You use mask now.
There's that. But also, so for instance, there's Truecaller, right? And my
Don't
name.
even go
True
there.
color. Like, well, how did true
Wait,
color
I
come?
know
Let
where
me
she's going
explain.
to. Because there's
So,
no one that...
let me tell my story, please.
Okay, go ahead.
So Truecaller suggests your name to people based on like what people have been saving your name with. So my name is Chanana. So most
that's how
people
that
have saved
works.
my name as Chanana Bamshile and the name of the company I work in, which is rather unfortunate because some people I call people or they're calling me and they already see the company I work at, and I think it's very annoying because why should you already know where I work? So there are people that work in waste management. Case in point, we had this lady, I think her name is Funke or something. Now she works with Lagos State Waste Management, Loma. And there was a day that I think she visited the house. And then my mom sees her and she's like, oh, hi, how are you? And I don't have your number. And she's like, oh, really? Okay, let me take your number and call you. And then she calls my mother. And my mother apparently had her number saved. And it was saved as, I think it was Funke does me.
Sorry, Ellen.
Oh,
I said,
I thought it was going to be Loma.
Don't mind her.
I said,
Sorry,
and the
Ellen.
thing is, Loma would be decent, but the thing is, most people won't actually save it as Loma because what you think about is, oh, they come and pack the dustbin. So most time, you will not see on your friend Chanana Bamishile dustbin. Oh no, it's a No, it actually won't work.
You're not serious.
It wouldn't work.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't
serious.
think it goes with my aesthetic. It doesn't go with my brand. It just doesn't work. Really.
Dustbin.
It do, yeah, no, it doesn't
So that's why
work.
she doesn't want to
It
move in that
doesn't work.
direction.
I don't think I could work in such a place. And then
Oh, man.
do I have any other one?
You want to give us 4? Okay.
Yeah,
Make up for
I
my
want to
2.
make up for your own.
So which kind of person? Well, so again, that affected those career, those profession I said I can't do. I don't think I would like to marry people doing that.
Now
too.
let me speak to.
Because I don't want my husband to be in the hospital with. I had another very good doctor
Yeah.
on my case back in the days, but I don't want you to be in the hospital all that.
Yeah. Those guys have crazy hours.
Why? I don't do, I love doctors. I respect them. Why do I want to marry one? No.
There's this show, Married to Medicine. It's like
I
WAG.
don't know.
I always preferred WAGs to Married to Medicine.
Or even the pilots. My mind will not be
You're
at
never in
rest.
one place.
I have an older friend. Her husband is a pilot. Her son is a pilot. I say, how do you sleep? How do you sleep?
You'll be doing nice vigil.
Eh?
That's the plane.
Kai, how many flights?
How many flights do you want to
week?
pray on?
Hey.
Do you understand? So, yeah.
Or
so,
military being deployed. Suddenly they deploy you to Boko Haram.
God forbid, Sambisa Forest to start midnight vigil. What's going on? I can't. No. I respect.
No,
in
fair
fact,
enough,
I
fair
respect.
enough.
So yes, which one? For me, I know the kind of in-law they will bring for me that I say, oh,
I will tell you now, those being.
So I don't think I have a problem with a pilot. I can marry a pilot. I can marry a doctor. I can marry. I've come to realize in terms of like partnerships with people, I tend towards more traditional.
because of stability.
Don't relax.
If you say
You know what that is? The truth has come out.
Everybody wants stability. Nobody wants to feel them. Better follow my.
So you don't want a dancer or what? What's wrong with dancers?
To be dancing.
Hey, back up to MG.
Let me put this one out there. There's this guy that used to speak to me back in the days, and then I now invited him to my church, and he came to my church, and and that Sunday my pastor said that it was just going to be praise, so we're all going to dance and praise throughout the Sunday. I hate a man that lacks comportment. You can't. There's nothing you can.
He went wild.
If the dollar is coming out of your nose, you can't sell that kind of person to me. Anyway, this guy comes to my church from fantastic home, decent, good parents, everything. In fact, my father-in-law, my now father-in-law, my late father-in-law and his father worked in the bank together. So, nice guy, good looking, okay. If you see this dance, he started this dance.
He's praising his Lord like David praised.
I didn't say she don't praise. Oh, please wait. He danced this dance.
When you see me dance.
After that one, his handkerchief. There was one woman that was on his vibe. They now face themselves. I was looking at this young man.
Eye to eye.
I'm not finished though. When they now face themselves, after a while, he took his handkerchief. He wiped sweat. Squeezed it. Continued. You see, at that point,
It was at that moment.
I knew that this can't be my husband.
That's what they say. No, me say I did Chris. Hey, my God, and no, actually,
Give me space.
give me a chance.
I'm not joking. When he did that, I said, what you are doing? Let's go home. I didn't go. I left him there.
left him in church. She didn't go home.
I didn't go.
I did not even notice the guy will be
He was-
dancing.
You see, at that point, I knew that, you know what? I can't marry this. It's not possible.
She cascaded that to me where I am inclined towards very comported and reserved people because I can't imagine, you know how like there's a mosh pit. Mosh pit is even one thing. Like, okay, you know, I say wedding where there are people dancing. You know the people that are like, I cannot now, or do you know, yeah, dancing with everybody, hey, it's okay. That you're the one they circle around. That you're dancing and they're like, oh, let's say David is your name.
Now,
David,
that's true.
Macamina.
Now,
David
remove your tie.
You remove your tie, David.
What's that?
That cannot be my man. It couldn't be my man.
I
That-
left him in
No,
the
but
church
what if
life.
he can dance?
That's
He's
great.
okay.
What if he
That's
he's
But
got
there's a certain way that you dance. You know when
There's a
to
certain way.
stop. No, you can dance, but you know when to
Oh
stop.
yeah, I understand.
Another one, singers. So sorry. If singing is the sole career, like nothing else, you wake up, you go to the studio, you try again tomorrow. Hits today.
What if
hits
you
next
don't
year.
blow?
That's the
Even
question.
if you're blown. So for me,
Even if you're blown
the
already.
sign of being blown is you've made so much money and you've been able to diversify your income so that music is not your only source of sustenance. So that if no one listens to your music for the next 5 years, you're not going to be starving. That is fine by me. That means you're not just a singer, right? But if all you do is sing, I'm so sorry, but I can't. If all you do is model,
Some of them make
full-time-
mad money.
I know. Career model. Your entire career is staked on how good you look.
Yeah, to be fair, at that point you can diversify.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to do that.
Like own a clothing brand, do something.
Yeah.
But you sit down and you're beautiful and that is it. It's like
As a man.
You're running with your American and everything all over.
and then, and then you have a pimple and he has to touch up his makeup and he has to oh baby. I don't know that I can.
So you
I
want
don't
a
think I have the
traditional, you want a
capacity.
real man.
I won't say they're not real men. And I won't say
No, I
that
don't
it's
mean like
not-
fake men now, but you want a real man.
But I just like, okay, I'm an engineer. Okay, babe, thank you. Like, okay, I have these businesses. Okay, darling. Like, I'm with you. I'm in finance. Okay. Oh, I'm wealth management. Okay. I hear you.
Traditional. Can you see
It's
she's
not
coming to
necessarily traditional.
No,
So,
anyway, we have to
so
have
if you
this
had
one. We have
if
to
you
have
had
this
a production company, okay, that's creative, but it's still structured.
entrepreneur.
You're like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But
if you have container on the high sea, qua.
okay, bring it. We'll go and fight now, Papa. Cool.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, it's a wrap. Thank you very much for joining our conversation. Drop your comments. Traditional job versus new age jobs. Which do you prefer? And how do you think we can bridge the gap?
And tell us which career, which career you can't do or you can't date someone that does it.
It's a wrap.
Bye, guys. Have a good week.